Yo, what's good? This is Potato God. I should probably work on the intro. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I usually say Harry for Lord Potato because I don't know. I just thought of it. But for Potato God, I have nothing. Actually, wait. This world shall know the potato, the god of. You know what? I should just shut up. Okay, but not the point. This is another story time video. Yes. Like I said, I was gonna make story times. So yeah, I'm gonna make story times. Contact of gaming contact. I think I said it wrong. Whatever. Gaming videos, whatever. Story times, and even my what's it called one story thing. I forgot the story of Godslayer. Yeah. So not the point, but yeah. Now, let me go into this video. So this is basically the story time of me in middle school of having this racist ass teacher. This racist teacher as hell. So no, he wasn't white. You would expect him for him to be white or something like that. No, I don't remember what exactly race he was. He was dark skinned. He wasn't like black or anything. He was like dark skinned. I think he was Puerto Rican. I don't remember. But I don't fucking remember. But I was in 7th grade. And of course, this man okay, let me mention something about my school. Well, when I was in middle school. So, what happened in middle school is, well, there was 1,000 kids in middle school because this shit was packed to the fucking brim. It was just like, how? How can you... Well, I knew why, because there was a school, like another middle school, that was closed, but like got shut down. And then after a while, it kind of became an elementary. I don't fucking remember. But yeah, it just got closed and all that, and like all those kids from that middle school had to go to my middle school, and well, I also had to go to that middle school. So yeah, it was just dumb as fuck. But yeah, now I should mention one thing about me. I don't like doing homework at all. So something about the story is going to contain me of doing homework. But yeah, so I don't like doing homework. I am the laziest fucking person you're ever gonna fucking meet. If you ever met me in real life, I just am lazy as fuck. I never care that much. But yeah, but we go into, well, when I was 7th grade, and this racist teacher was a fucking science teacher. Like, yeah. But let me mention. So I already mentioned all that stuff. But yeah. So we go one day when I was just, well, when I was like waking up. So I wake up every time at 6 o'clock for some reason. Like my mind, I don't know if you guys have this thing where like you wake up for no fucking reason. Like you have a nice good sleep, but for some reason you wake up at this weird ass early ass time. Now I don't have that no more when I was in high school because I wake up early as fuck. But yeah, I woke up at 6 o'clock, and of course the first thing I do, turn on some television. Yeah, just turn on the TV and well, not turn on the TV, turn on my phone and start watching YouTube. Yes, I had a kind of iPhone, iPod, whatever the fuck it's called. I think it was an iPod or something. Now I use Android now because iPods and iPhone sucks because I legit have to put a fucking password just to download a fucking app. Like I'm a fucking annoyed with that. Like hell no. I was always annoyed with my old phone, that iPod, whatever the hell it is. But yeah. Now I know I have a sibling that says, no, iPhones are pretty good. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I am not trying to waste my goddamn time to goddamn put a password just to download a goddamn app. So yeah. I know I probably upset, what's it called, made a bunch of people upset about that. But I don't care. So, upset. Whatever. But, so of course, I just used to just watch a lot of YouTube. So mostly Minecraft videos. Because yeah, I was very obsessed with Minecraft. But yeah, I also watched what's it called, Vanoss Gaming, because someone when I was in 7th grade like told me about Vanoss Gaming. I was like, yo, I'm gonna watch this person because it was dope as fuck. But yeah, I was watching Vanoss Gaming. Terrorizer, I didn't watch him until like I was 8th grade or something. But yeah, but not the point. So of course I just watching YouTube, and of course my mom, what's it called? Yeah, my mom was like telling me, "Yo, you gotta hurry the fuck up. We gotta get to the goddamn bus." And of course, the bus wasn't like the bus stop wasn't far, but it was just like there. And of course, I could have walked so easily from my house, but I always annoy my mom just to take me there because I am lazy as fuck. I am not walking. I was like, ugh. Yeah, no, I just didn't want to walk. Now, of course, I can't remember when this actually started. I think I mentioned, well, I did mention when this started, but it was kind of like somewhat the middle of the year when this, well, not middle of the year. I knew this teacher was fucking racist at the time, but yeah, in the middle of the year, not middle of the year, like 8 weeks into the school. But yeah, it was like 8 weeks into the school. But of course, is where when I get to school, I had this racist ass teacher in the first fucking hour. Like, god damn it. Like, okay, so let me tell you about my schedule. First is science. God damn, I hated it. Second, I don't remember. I think it was, I know it wasn't one of my, what's it called, electives or anything. Not my electives. I can't remember what was second. I think it was English. No, it wasn't English. No, I don't remember what the hell that one was. Third was, what's it called, some kind of programming computer thing, or was it fourth? I don't remember. But yeah, I just had a bunch of fucking schedule. But I had science fucking first. Like, you see here, I ain't gonna try to fucking calculate my way about fucking science or whatever bullshit. Now, I I I usually pay attention. Okay, if you want me to pay attention to science, it has to be about space or something interesting. Because I'm not gonna really pay attention about this calculating bullshit about chemicals and other things. I would like love to learn about the elements, like space and all them other things. But if you're trying to make me do math and science, I'm not gonna do it because I'm lazy as fuck. But yeah, of course, since it's the fucking morning and I woke up at 6 o'clock because I do this on a goddamn daily, bleh, on a goddamn daily basis. But yeah, whatever. I just go in. I have, well, a black jacket, black pants, and black shoes because I look like an emo fucking freak. Well, not an emo kid, but somewhat. I look like I was emo because my eyes were tired the fuck out of. Because I can be very energetic to watch YouTube, but when it comes to school, I'm kind of tired as fuck now. But whatever. But not the point. We go into, well, me getting into my class. When I've been getting into my class, it's, well, me just going into where the classroom was gonna be at, but it's not really a class inside the goddamn building. You would have thought it would be inside the building. No, it's fucking outside. Yeah, this teacher got unlucky or whatever, and that's why he was kind of fucking racist or whatever, if he was angry. But he got in like a room, an axe or whatever it's called outside. So there are like these rooms that usually were outside the school because the school was, what's it called? Jam packed and all that. But yeah. But of course, well, I have him outside. It's kind of a little bit getting colder. And of course, I go to his room. It says, go to this other room. Because there's like 4 axles, like kind of like compartments or whatever. Like 4 axles, like buildings. And of course, they do have sharing spots. So like 2 of them has 2 different classrooms. Another 2 behind has 2 different. You get the point. So of course, I had to go to the one to the back, but it was the left side. So of course, I go there, and of course, I meet a girl that actually went to my old elementary school, and she was like talking to me and all that stuff, and I just ignored her. She realized that, well, she was trying to talk to me, and I was like ignoring her because I ignore everything. I just don't care. I space out for some reason. I just daydream all the time. I don't care. So of course, she kind of poked me multiple times, telling me that, hey, I'm not gonna say my real name, but she was like, hey, potato, what's it called? You remember me? It's what's it called? I don't really remember her name, but I'm just gonna call her. I think it was her name was G. It started with the G or something, so I'm gonna call her G. So of course she was like, "Hey, it's me, G. This is where I just said, huh? You said something?" She said, "Oh my God, you weren't paying attention." This is where not. This is where me, Potato, said, "Oh, you're saying something? Okay, whatever." I went inside the classroom because I didn't care and I was standing too long. My legs were fucking hurting. So, of course, I just went to go sit down. So, I went to sit down with some, like, people I know. Like, one person I know in that goddamn classroom. Out of all the other, like, 22 students in there. So, this one kid, I just know him because, well, somehow we became friends. But this guy was kind of, how should I say, weird. He was friends with another, like, blonde kid with glasses. But he was also kind of weird. They were both weird. I think they were both perverts. They were, like, talking about, like, yo, you seen this girl, blah, blah, blah. I really never cared about emotions that much, so I don't even know how I became friends with these two dudes. Like, how the fuck did I even do that? I'm not socialized. I do not talk that much. You talk to me, I talk to you. We kind of have a conversation. Done. I'm not gonna be the first one to talk to you. I'm gonna be quiet as fuck, and I even look at you. Just like be quiet as fuck and probably fall asleep. But yeah. So of course I'm friends with this one dude, and this guy is like trying to talk to me, and be like, you know, how what's it called? How you know how we're all virgins, right? I wonder if I can get a date and all that. He was like trying to tell me this and all that. I'm like, I'm tired as fuck because I watch YouTube and I don't want to listen to this dude fucking being a pervert. So of course me again, kind of spacing out, not caring that much. But yeah, the teacher walks in and says, "Okay, all of you, we're gonna do some science bullshit project." I don't remember what he was talking about half the time because you realize I'm spaced out. I'm over here just like, the fuck is he talking about? We're not talking about. I'm just over here daydreaming. And of course, he doesn't know I'm daydreaming or anything because no one does. I'm just like stoic as fuck. So everyone thinks I'm paying attention, but really I'm not even paying attention at all. People think I'm always stoic as fuck and I'm paying attention. No, I don't pay attention. I legit daydream and I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So yeah, of course, this is where the teacher says, "Okay, all of you have to pull out your phone because we're going to do some research." Now, you see here, that iPhone I had did not really work if I'm trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. Because it's only a like house, I wouldn't say it's a house phone for me just to watch YouTube. It really didn't have data, it didn't have anything, so yeah. It was an old iPhone anyway, iPod or whatever the hell it's called. But yeah. But of course, this is where, well, everyone is pulling out their phones, and my friend doesn't even, well, he has a phone, but right now he's like going through what's it called, well, deleting things real fast because, well, he doesn't want to like make people see this stuff and all that. And I saw a little bit, I'm like, this man is really watching P-Hub right now. So he's like trying to delete a lot of things, so I wouldn't ask him what the fuck he's watching. But really, I really didn't give two fucks. I was just wanting to be done with this shit. So of course, since I don't have a phone, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna look up something. This is where the teacher looks at me directly with eye contact, and I'm over here just looking at my friend and be like, so what we gotta look up? This is where, well, the teacher says, you gotta look up this. And yeah, you gotta pull out your phone to look it up. I'm like, teacher, I don't have a phone. That's why I said I'm broke as fuck. This is where he says, one time I decide to let all of you look up on your phone. You don't have your phone, blah, blah, blah. I'm over here. This dude's pissing me off. I feel like straight up punching this man because he was just pissing me off, annoying me. So, of course, he's screaming at me saying, well, then again, blah, blah, blah. You gotta look up your phone. Pull out your phone. I'm like, motherfucker, I just said I didn't have a phone. I'm having like a tick mark in my fucking head. I'm just getting fucking annoyed and headache of the fucking person. And, of course, this is where, well, he says, fine, you can pair up with someone. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And of course, this is where, well, I was going to pair up with my friend until this guy said, you can pair up with this girl. I'm like, motherfucker, just next to my friend. Why are you putting me in some random person's fucking, what's it called, bubble? And this person just says, whatever. This is where he just walks away. And of course, he screams at me mostly, even though there was like 5 different people that didn't even have phones neither because they were broke as fuck. And of course, this is where this girl was just looking at me. She was actually looking up music or something. She was like going to hear music and all that. And she says, so do we got to look up something? I was like, I just looked at her and I just said, I don't know. You can look up your music, just put the dark shade down so he wouldn't bother us that much. She said, okay. She like put her like screen down so it looks like she's typing, but really she's just trying to pick out her music or whatever. But of course, this is where, well, I'm kind of looking at the phone, not really even looking at. I'm looking at the freaking ground. Really, I don't really care what she's looking up. I don't remember what she even looked up because I didn't care that much. But yeah, this is where, well, the teacher was going through it, and there was like 5 other people that say they didn't have phones. And of course, the teacher says, okay, you can go with your friends and team up and pair up. Like 3 people pair up with this one dude, and of course, 3 of them were like kind of white. They were kind of a little bit clearer skinned than me. Now you see here, I am a kind of lightish and darkish skin, so I'm kind of like in the middle, and this motherfucker fucking being racist to me. So of course, this is where, well, I was thinking, goddamn, this motherfucker really hates me. That's what I firstly thought of this person. Yeah, I don't even know why he fucking hated me. Like, what the fuck did I ever do? I'm the most quiet kid, and then again, I realized that I don't really do the work in this class. Really, if anyone like managed to figure out the work, we all just copy it off of that one person. They're chill with that shit. But yeah, of course, where, well, we search up the thing, we don't care, whatever. We fast forward into a couple of, well, days after that whole incident. We go back into the original room and whatever. And of course, this original room does not have any heating or cooling, fucking air conditioner or anything like that. Now, of course, it was kind of getting cold, so he doesn't have a heater or anything. And it was kind of raining at that time. It was somewhat like raining and all that. And of course, I love the rain, so I'm right now just falling asleep during the rain. And of course, he doesn't like look at me because I'm like behind some dude. And of course, this is where this dude, he's a darker skin than me. He's a little bit taller. I mean, not a little bit taller. He's way taller than me because at that time I think I was like 5'8" or something. I don't remember how tall I was, and I really never cared how tall I was. Not 5'8". I was probably smaller. I don't remember. It was middle school. Me. Right now, I'm not gonna say the height of what I am, but I'm gonna just say that I am taller than middle school self. But yeah. But of course, we go into this dude just being darker skinned than me. Like, he's being, well, I'm gonna say he's black and all that. And of course, well, he is, I'm gonna call him Ty because, you know, I'm not trying to say his real name. So, his name is Ty. And of course, this dude is one of the nicest people you can meet. He can be the nicest, but he can also be the, well, not the rudest. He can also be the one to beat your ass if you piss him off enough. But yeah. Now, this dude has gotten multiple fights. He got in trouble sometimes. He smoked weed, whatever. But of course, this is where, well, something was happening with this dude and all that. He was like, his stomach was kind of hurting, and some of his friends noticed this and saying, yo, you okay, Ty, and all that. Ty was like, I think, no, I don't think so. This is where, well, Ty kind of raises up his hand, kind of asking, you know what, I'm going to call the teacher Mr. D. Why? This is what. His name is Mr. D because his name, well, for me, which I named him before because I don't really remember ever any of my teachers' names. So I either call them Hey Mister or Hey Miss or whatever. But this dude, I'm going to just call him Mr. D. Why? Because D stands for Mr. Dickhead. Because how fucking annoying he was. So yeah, Mr. D. He was like, Ty was saying, hey Mr. D, can I go to a bathroom and all that? I don't feel good. This is where, what's it called? Mr. D said, no, you cannot go to the bathroom. Like I said, no, we in class, so you can't do it, blah, blah, blah. It's like some bullshit excuse. Even though he, like, stopped for 30 minutes and went to go look at his book or something. This is a science, he's a motherfucking science teacher, and he doesn't even know what subject we are on. We actually had no clue what subject we were even on. The whole fucking classroom, even the other classrooms that were in this goddamn this class. The other, hours, like the first, second, third, and all them others, didn't know what fucking subject they were on. This teacher was retarded as fuck. I don't even know how he got hired, but whatever. This dude was like, Ty was like, but he was almost like vomit. Like I almost saw that shit. And of course, where he just got up because he was angry, and of course, he was about to walk away. And of course, Mr. D is over here saying, "No, I just said no. You can't go out there, blah, blah, blah. You aren't allowed out there before I call the principal, blah, blah, blah." Like, Mr. D is being a fucking dickhead right now. Clearly, this kid is about to look like he would vomit. Everyone can see that he's about to vomit. And this is where multiple of us were right now complaining, saying that let him out. He's about to vomit. Do you want him to vomit on you? Some girl said. Is it where? Well, the teacher got angry and started to yell at us, saying, "Shut up! I'm not letting him out." But Mr. What's it called? Not Mr. What's it called? Ty managed to get away from Mr. D. Open the door. Get close to the freaking what's it called? To the school, because the axle was kind of close to the school, the door and all that, and this door was broken as fuck, so of course it's easy to get in, because yeah. And of course he doesn't make it to the bathroom, and the bathroom is close. If you get in the door, just the bathroom, it's pretty close. It's a guy restroom, the girl restroom the other side, but yeah. But of course this is where Ty just started vomiting. He's like, ugh, ugh. He just started vomiting everything out. That was the grossest thing, and of course I managed to see that, and of course I usually gag when I see it, so of course I was gagging. Like, what's it called? So when I see people vomit, I go, bleh, bleh. So of course it's kind of nasty to me. So of course I look away like, oh my fucking days, not this, because I can easily gag up or whatever it's really called, English or whatever. But of course, well, people were saying, see, he was fucking, what's it called? Well, telling you that he was vomiting. And of course, Ty was right now vomiting, but he was also getting wet. Not because of his vomit, but because it was raining at that time. So of course, he was getting more wet. And it wasn't like, it was kind of hard raining a little bit. So, I mean, yeah. So of course, Ty was right now just getting wet a lot. So, of course, well, one of the girls kind of went out there, kind of pulled out an umbrella and started putting it, over Ty. Now, of course, she was looking somewhere else because no one actually likes seeing vomit, so yeah. So, of course, well, the teacher, Mr. D, he's saying, no, you let him be out there, whatever, let him be a fucking troublemaker. Clearly, he's vomiting, you fucking racist. Now, I should mention one thing. Mr. D, before Ty was asking to go to a bathroom, some kid with somewhat like lighter skin than Ty. He was what's it called, white. He had blonde. Well, I think he just had black hair or blonde. I can't remember. He either was black hair or blonde. Wait, no, he was blonde. Wait, was he? No, he was black hair and kind of brownish eyes, and he was kind of a little bit lighter skin. And of course, this is where he was let easily to go out. Because even though he was in the subject, the teacher was in the middle of the subject, he was letting out the white kid or whatever. We clearly couldn't really tell that much. I clearly didn't care. Now, of course, this white kid is let out, and of course, this white kid is a little bit more shorter, or a little bit, well, shorter than Ty, but yeah. But of course, Ty is just, well, vomiting and all that. And the white kid, like, opens the door, he gets out, and he just goes to the classroom. He doesn't know what actually happened. And of course, the teacher screaming at Ty and the girl to get in. And of course, the white kid just walks by, and of course, this is where he gives a way pass or whatever to the teacher. And clearly, this white kid was gone for a good, I don't know, how should I say, 20 minutes. This kid asked early. Like, he didn't, like, ask early. He asked kind of, like, in the middle of the subject or whatever, and the teacher was kind of taking a little bit long, blah, blah, blah. But of course, this kid just gets in, and of course, he doesn't get yelled at or anything. And clearly, everyone can see Mr. D was clearly a dickhead and being racist. So, of course, this is where, well, what's it called? Mr. D is over here still trying to yell at Tyrone. What's it called? Oh, not Tyrone. Ty and what's it called? The girl to kind of get over here, blah, blah, blah. Well, mostly the girl, because she was right now trying to help Ty not, well, get wet. Because it was fucking raining. But, you know, teacher being a dickhead, yeah, it was really not working. So, of course, after Ty stopped vomiting, he kind of asked if the girl can, like, what's it called, kind of bring the umbrella closer to the door so it can open it and get inside the bathroom, whatever. So, of course, that's what she does. And, of course, she lets what's it called Ty to go inside, and yeah. Now Ty, like I mentioned, was somewhat of a bad kid, but he could also be a very friendly kid or very nice kid. He wasn't like a bad kid, like to rob your shit and take it. Now I'll mention someone else, but he was also considered one of the strongest people to fight in school. He would kick your ass easily, and also he was good at basketball. He would have whooped your ass in basketball. But yeah, if you couldn't fight him with hand-to-hand combat, then you probably would have never even won against him in basketball. If you're going against in soccer or anything like that, I feel like you probably would have won against Ty. But yeah, but Ty punches. It does feel like you're getting punched by a fucking on a train. Some dude when with the car was fighting against Ty, like this sort of kind of short Mexican dude, kind of pissed off Ty because a lot of people really wanted to fight against Ty because Ty was somewhat this popular kid, but really because he like hang out with a lot of girls and all that, and other friends of him because he had a group and all that. That's because yeah, and he was popular and all that, somewhat. But of course, a lot of people wanted to fight him because they wanted to be popular and all that. Because they think if fighting against the biggest dude and winning, they make their population go up. Every person that ever fought against Ty, what's it called, got their ass kicked, and they say that when they fight against Ty, they felt like they punch like a train fucking smash into their face. Yes, that's how strong what's it called Ty's hands were. So yeah. Now, Ty uses his hands. He didn't use his legs or anything, but yeah. I mean, there was one occasionally where he did use his legs, but that might have been on accident, but whatever. Or not on accident, purpose or whatever. I don't know. But whatever. So, of course, Mr. D might have had an excuse to not let Ty to go to the bathroom. Because Ty also did walk around the hallways and didn't care that much. But Ty usually never done it in the first hour. Maybe he did it in the first hour. It's just I never pay attention that much to anyone. But of course, is where yeah. Ty just like he's right now in the bathroom. He did get the principal, but what's called Mr. D was on the wrong. He didn't notice. Ty actually told us what to call when he was called into the principal office and the teacher was there and what's called Ty's parents were there. Ty said that he vomited. He can also get people to prove that he vomited outside. And of course, there are some people that actually did walk in the principal office saying that Ty did vomit. Some people weren't gonna record that shit because it's kind of weird. But yeah, and of course, Mr. D kind of got a warning about like not bullying people because blah blah blah. I don't even remember what Ty said, but yeah. This is what Mr. D from Ty's POV kind of said. He says that Mr. D said that he didn't know. He thought that Ty was just being a bad kid again. Blah blah blah. Like clearly, Mr. D is a retarded and blind as fuck that he can't see. Clearly, Ty was right now about to vomit, and he did vomit. But you know what? Mr. D was not even an okay teacher. I fucking hated him. I hated his classroom and everything. Because clearly, he was like the science teacher that I'm bored as fuck in. I don't know why I said in multiple times. But this is where I'm going to say. He was the boring-ass teacher, a confusing-ass teacher, and a racist teacher because he let the white kid but not the black kid go out. But you know what? Like, go out of his classroom. But you know what? Fuck Mr. D. Fuck you. Go burn in hell or something. I don't know. But, usually, what's it called? Do I have an advice for you if you ever meet a racist teacher? Not really. I don't really have an advice to tell you or anything. I really don't have advice to tell you if you ever meet a racist teacher. If you do have a racist teacher, I guess report him to the school and all that. And say that he was being fucking racist, I guess so. But I don't really have an advice. But if he's really pissing you off, and he wakes you up multiple times from your sleep, punch him in the face. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Don't take that advice serious. No, I'm just kidding. But nah, I never really did punch a teacher. I kind of got close to punching a teacher in the face when I was woken up, but nah, don't do that. But yeah. So this is the end of the video. So yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice morning, whatever. If you ever watch this, but whatever. Just have a nice day and all that. Have a great God day. Okay, I don't really have an intro or an outro because, well, this is only my secondary channel, but yeah. But with all that happening, see y'all. Peace out. But yeah, bye.